Until I was close to 50, I didn't even have a skincare routine. Do you know that? I had like jars of stuff, but I didn't have like my own skincare routine that I was like faithful to. And I know there's a lot of women out there who are totally embarrassed by that. I was super embarrassed by it. I still feel a little embarrassed by it, not gonna lie. But you can make up for it. Will it undo everything? No, come on. It's not gonna undo all the things we did to ourselves, but it will help. So when I was close to 50, I found Pomifera. It has been a game changer in my life. So I always start with the cleanser, which is this one. It's called Balance, and I use the one for mature skin, which is really good because it really gets into my skin. And I've never had anything clean like that. I love it so much. I've been loving it for, like I said, almost 3 years, I think. Then I go on to the vitamin C, which is called Brighten. Just take a little dropper like this, and you put that on your fingers, and then you're going to tap all that into your skin, and make sure you get it to absorb. Just till it absorbs, and then we move on to the next step. When you're using the vitamin C, make sure you get down on your neck too. The other thing that goes on right after that is called Plump. I have 2 of these. This one is just barely, I can barely get any more out of it. And I have been going, this just came in the mail and I'm so relieved because it's hyaluronic acid and it is spa grade, and the price point on this is ridiculously good. I have a spa that I go to and it is not even close in price, much higher. So good, spa grade. You're gonna take that and you're gonna go ahead and make sure you get that all in your skin until it is almost absorbed. And then we go on to the next step. This step is actually something that is fairly new to the Pomifera world, and it actually comes from the company called Shaklee that now owns Pomifera. But they have a product called Youth. This one is called the Restoring Eye Treatment, and it's Peptide Blend Vital Repair Licorice Root Extract. Okay, I'm addicted to this stuff. I've been using it now for a couple of months. You just take a little bit. You can either do it straight from the applicator itself because it has this little juicy, wonderful thing. Or like me, maybe you just prefer a little bit on your finger. That's enough for 2 eyes, top and bottom. So what I generally do is take it and put it on my finger and dot it in all of the outer areas and go that way. It's so smooth that when you run your fingers across, you're not grabbing the skin. That's really nice. Protect that under eye, right? Protect the upper eye too. Go all the way in though, all the way in. So in the morning, I actually use Nourish, which they also have this for different types of skin types. So you can actually get one that's specific to you. And I love it because this one absorbs so well. And my makeup goes on really nicely over the top of this. But in the evening, as I'm thinking it through, the Youth Night Cream, I've been using this faithfully, and I'm gonna tell you, good stuff. That's where I'm at in the jar, and I've had it for at least a month and a half. It smells fresh, like gentle fresh. It's really nice. The Nourish smells like citrus, and that is lovely, my friends. So I take like 5 pumps, because I also do all of this on my neck, face and neck. And I will emulsify it, and then quickly add it just a little bit here and there, go down the neck, make sure that I'm covering all the bases before I really get in there. And when I do rub in all of this, I'm gentle. The end of my routine is always done with the oil. And the oil, the reason for that is because it is the last step that you're gonna do. If you put the oil on before you put the moisture on or the serums on, then the rest of it can't make its way into your skin. And so you wanna make sure that's the last item. The oil that's in it is made from something that is a very common thing in the South and some Midwest, that sort of thing. It's made from hedge balls. So you saw that picture, that is the hedge ball that I'm talking about that's been cold pressed. The oil is then used in Pomifera Rose, which also has other essential oils. But then people were like, I would like one that has no scent whatsoever. Can I have that? So they created Pure. And what this is actually just the oil that has been cold pressed from that hedge ball. And there's antimicrobial properties, antibacterial properties, healing properties. It's amazing. This stuff is actually amazing. So the way that I apply it, I just put a few drops on my fingers, and then I go in and I make sure that I get this all inside the skin, and I just apply it everywhere. It also is anti-aging. Big point there. Big point. I absolutely love this stuff. It is my favorite skincare that I've ever used because it's so consistent and it does what it says it's going to do. All the vitamin C, the hyaluronic acid, the exfoliants, because there's a couple of kinds of that, the under eye cream, the cleansers, all of it. I love it all. I love it all. Don't forget that you earn $1 for every $10 that you spend. So every time you spend $10, you get $1 back in Pomifera cash, and then you get to turn around and use that, but you have to use it within 6 weeks because it does expire. It's like Kohl's Cash, just like that. If you have questions, reach out to me.